Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It's the magazine review. Haven't looked at the front, as always, only looked at that bit, which has got my address on it. I verified it was me. Yes, it definitely is. Feels like a magazine, must be it. So, there is going to be no tutorial today because it's going to take all the strength I can muster to do this. And I'd rather get this out, means it's only once a month and this is September's. So, apologies for anyone wanting the tutorial. I can't imagine anyone's like, oh, I was really looking forward to that. But still, we're going to do the magazine review. And there's a little extra. So we'll do the little extra first. Because, you know, the extra tends to go in the giveaway cube. Beautiful botanicals. Ooh. Plant-inspired home accessories. So there's definitely some macrame in there. Well, not macrame, but there's a plant hanger. Bobble baskets, which I can kind of show you there without showing the pattern. By Emily Platt. Hook up this handy basket for your home, perfect for organising your yarn stash or using as plant pots. Well, I wouldn't use it as a plant pot, maybe as a planter, but you water that, it's all going to come out. You wouldn't use it as a pot. Just saying. This is a 2 out of 4 difficulty, and they have used Knitcraft Return of the Mac 100% cotton. 200-gram balls have 81 meters or 88 yards. To make the large basket, they used 6 balls, 5 colors. To do the small basket, which I'll show you in a moment, they used 3 balls, 2 colors, an 8mm hook and a yarn needle. Special stitches, spike stitch. Hello, my love. I did that tutorial last week. Hello. You come in to inspect? Okay. Hello. She was outside enjoying the lawn a moment ago. Spike stitch and make bubble. Not just called a bobble stitch. No, it's called a make bobble. MB for short. Yarn over hook, insert hook in stitch, yarn over hook and pull up loop. Yarn over hook and pull through 2 loops 5 times. You'll have 6 loops on your hook, yarn over hook, pull through all loops, pull to secure and continue to work next stitch as normal. So a bobble stitch then. Anywho, is it going to show you the small one? It doesn't show you the small one. Why doesn't it show you the small? Oh, well, that is a small one. What I was showing you was a small one. And there's the big one. They're exactly the same. Apart from one's small and one's larger. Next, Cactus Garden by Sarah Shrimpton. Perfect for the not so green fingered. These cute cacti will cheer up the corner of any room. 2 out of 4 difficulty. They have used Rico Design Creative Cotton Aran, which is 100% cotton. 50-gram balls have 85 meters or 93 yards. They have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different colors. So 8 different balls, some toy stuffing, some 1 stitch marker, 3.5mm hook, and they've used the popcorn stitch. And that's their special stitch. There we go. Next, Round and Round the Garden Cushion. This delicate flower cushion is made up of hexagons to give a pretty floral design. Still packing a punch with its bright and zesty palette by Casey Ward. And there is a chart with this one. 3 out of 4 difficulty, and she's used Scapier's Organicon 100% cotton. 50-gram balls have 170 meters or 187 yards. And they've used 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 balls and 6 colours, 5 colours, sorry. No, I was right the first time. 6 colours, 3.5mm hook and a cushion pad. Special stitches, cluster stitch. So there's that. Not my kind of thing, but there you go. Cotton Plant Hanger by Claire Montgomery. And I'm going to have to show you it and then look away again. But that's the macrame style holder. Houseplants are ultra fashionable for interiors right now, but pots can be expensive. Scour charity shops for basic pots and then pretty them up with an on-trend macrame style hanging holder. 1 out of 4 difficulty. For the larger hanger, they've used Rico Design Creative Cotton Cord Skinny, which is 100% cotton. 190 grams is 55 meters or 60 yards. Just one ball and an 8mm hook. And then for the smaller one, they've used Paint Box Yarns Cotton Aran, 100% cotton, 50 grams, 85 meters, 93 yards, and 1 ball for that, and a 5mm hook. So that is them. More pictures. More pictures. And there's a chart with that as well. And the last thing in here is the Monstera blanket. Which I've got to take away again. Sorry. It's by Emily Platt. The perfect throw for adding a botanical theme to your garden room or conservatory. A 3 out of 4 difficulty. And they have used wool and the GAN shiny, happy cotton. Shiny, happy cotton people. 100% cotton, 100 grams, 142 meters, 155 yards. I wonder if I get told off for that. Oops. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 balls altogether and 4 different colours, 7mm hook and a stitch marker. Any special? No special stitches. But there it is. And there is a diagram to go with it. So, you know, it's going in the giveaway coop. You knew that. So let's get on with this, the main event. $8.99 if you're buying it individually. Inside Crochet has a couple of bright things. We're starting to head in toward autumn, so it's kind of on the cusp with what's going to be in here, but we will soon find out. And oh my gosh, it's Christmas already. Christmas Crochet book 8. Christmas. This might sound weird, it might sound quite logical, however you want to see it how you wish. I deliberately subscribed to this one and the last subscription that I had, both of them in January, to make sure that I covered Christmas, purely to cover Christmas, because I think Christmas, there's a lot more fancy designs and intricate things and little things and bits and pieces. And why am I doing this with my hands? I don't know. Okay. Anywho. So we have adverts and showing. Ooh. Showing different yarns. Hang on a second, I want to make sure I don't miss anything. I want to make sure that I get everything. Wow. Rickaroomy Christmas Club. Crib, not club, crib. Say more Christmas. We haven't even done Halloween yet. Granted, that is more for the Americans and Canadians, I guess, but still. It's a case of we're bound to have in October a few Halloweeny bits. Okay, so books they are showcasing this month. Modern Granny Stitch Crochet. Have you made a granny square yet? Look, I'm so sweet. Look, I'm blinking, I'm winking, I'm going, please. Done a granny square yet? I would love a square, maximum 4. Love a square to make my subscriber blanket. It doesn't have to be a granny square. It can be 1 stitch. Make it like a dishcloth. 7 inches. If you could. Very, very, very grateful. The Modern Granny Stitch Crochet book is by Claudine Powley. It's $16.99 at time of print and is in UK terminology. We all love a simple and satisfying granny square, do we? Do we now? Maybe I lost my memo. In her latest book, designer Claudine Powley, also known on social media as Iron Lamb, reveals just how versatile and creative the humble granny stitch can be, providing a collection of vibrant accessories and clothes that use the stitch to achieve different effects, including stripes, chevrons, colour block patterns, Aztec-inspired stitch patterns, and even a Fair Isle style yoke. 12 designs in the book, and even though it's a little bit blurry, you can kind of get the gist. There's the book. And you can make the jumper later on in here. We'll get to it. Amigurumi Family Adventures by Josephine Bjorn Knudsen. UK terminology again, £10.99. A book with a very cute concept. This is a must for amigurumi and kawaii fans making the Roving Rabbit family, Ramona, Raymond, Rachel and Raphael, and hook their holiday outfits and accessories for both summer and winter getaways. Again, it's only going to be a tiny picture, but you get the gist. This one here. Next, 100 Micro Amigurumi. Micro. Steffi Glaves, UK terminology. What a bummer. $16.99 at time of print. Creating the tiniest, tiniest amigurumi is a passion for designer Steffi Glaves. In here is a collective, imaginative collection featuring fruit and veg and other foods, wildlife, sea creatures, mythical creatures, characters and designs from outer space. And there's one in here. Teeny, 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 tiny. See, now, for me, my take on amigurumi is small. Stuffed animal is a stuffed animal. If you make it huge, it's a stuffed toy. If you're making little, that's amigurumi, to me, personally. And the last book they are featuring is US terminology, Unicorns, Dragons and More Fantasy Amigurumi 3. Now, for those that have seen and even gotten the dragons and unicorn books from last year and the year before, this is the 3rd one in the pack, and it will be recognisable when I show you it, even as a blur. Packed with characterful creatures from myths and legends, the latest collection from Meteor offers more bedazzling amigurumi for crochet wizards. Featuring a Selkie, Pixie, Sprite, and Unicorn. To the darker side of fantasy with the Grim Reaper, Kraken, Troll, and Cyclops. And some unusual mythical creatures. Well, for us it'd be unusual, I guess. For other cultures, not so much. There's a Kitsune, Chimera, and Jackalope. And there is the cover. Oh, teensy tiny. Teeny tiny amigurumi. Teeny tiny. Okie dokie. Crochet masterclass. Okay. Regarding socks. Learn new skills. Put your best foot forward with top tips for creating comfy socks that feel gorgeous to wear from teacher and designer Claire Montgomery. Okay. You should use a specific sock yarn. These are usually around a 4-ply weight, elastic and strong, and that's why it's called a sock yarn, because it is specifically for socks. Doesn't mean that you can't use it for anything else, but it is specifically for socks. Anything else, you're going to find it wears very quickly. You get pilling, it's not quite so comfortable, yada 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 yada. Socks should fit snugly and have a slight stretch when worn. If not, they will probably slide down your foot. So our first pattern is Simple Socks. Simple Socks by Claire Montgomery. A really simple toe-up sock pattern for beginners. The gorgeous yarn creates beautiful self-striping patterning, doing all the hard work for you. I'll say I quite like them for bed socks. There's no way I'd wear them as everyday socks, but for bed socks, they're not bad. 3 out of 4 difficulty. Yes, I'll show you again in a minute. They've used Scapier's Metropolis, 75% wool, 25% nylon. 50-gram balls have 200 meters or 218 yards, and there's 1 ball of that. And they've also used 2 balls of Scapier's Downtown, which is 75% wool, 25% nylon, so exactly the same, including meterage, just a different name. A 3mm hook and stitch markers. Special stitches, extended double crochet and invisible decrease. So let's go for a different picture. Here we go. Getting a lot of reflection back, so I can't see exactly what you can see. I'm trying to guess that I've got the magazine in the right position. Okay. Let's get rid of all the model poses. I just want to get to the patterns. Give me the patterns, give me the patterns, give me the patterns. Patterns. Patons. That's their cowl. So this week, their cowl square, 7 inches, Aran or DK. Square is the Sunflower by Jane Crowfoot. William de Morgan often used sunflowers in his tile designs. I love all that sunflowers symbolise: summertime, warm weather and sunshine. And so it was almost a foregone conclusion that the project would include a motif based on one of William's sunflower tiles. And it's a 3 out of 4 difficulty. See, that's a square. Doesn't have to be granny. It's a square. She has used Stylecraft Life DK, which I think I've done a review on. 75% acrylic, 25% wool. 100 gram balls have 298 meters, 326 yards approximately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls of that. And she's also used Starcraft Recreate DK. Did I do a review on that? 40% wool, 30% acrylic, 30% polyester, all recycled. 100 grams, 350 meters, 382 yards, and 3 balls of that. 4mm hook, stitch markers, and the knitter's sewing needle. Special stitches, Picot. I love Picot. I love Picot. Love Picot. And there's the sunflower with another couple of the squares that they've done. Squares. You know, I don't want to seem like I'm hinting at anything or anything, but, you know, anything. Squares. And there's a couple of different examples of the squares. Excuse me, fun thing in my throat. Next is the Wes cardigan by Casey Ward. Inspired by the golden sunlight of late summer days, this motif cardigan is ideal for keeping you warm as evening draws in, and it is a 4 out of 4 difficulty. She has used Scapia's Metropolis, 75% wool, 25% nylon. 50-gram balls have 200 meters or 218 yards. Depending on the size that you are wanting to make, they are using between 15 and 21 balls, 2.5 and a 3.5mm hook. And I'll just show you the other. Kind of like that in, I mean, I don't like granny squares on the whole, but because they're more of just a rectangle and it's like, it's almost like they're overlapping each other like scales. Kind of like that. There is a diagram. There are lots of charts and lots of other diagrams, actually, different diagrams for placement and colours. Next we have an advert. Next we have, this looks really boring to me. This looks so mundane and so, what's special? What is so special about it? But that's me. Sure, a lot of people will quite like it. Thank goodness we're all different, eh? Can you imagine 20 million of me walking around? Ugh! Can't imagine 2. 1's bad enough. Anyway, Summer Meadows Scarf, a 2 out of 4 difficulty by Helda Panageri. The long, graceful line and the simplicity of this design results in an elegant accessory that is easy to wear. It looks very, very knitted, I've got to say. She's used Cheshire yarn. Hang on a second, just got to squeeze it round. Cheshire Yarn Company fingering weight, 100% merino wool, 100 grams, 400 meters, 437 yards per ball. She has used 1 skein of that and 1 skein of Cheshire Yarn Company lace weight, which is 75% Super Kid mohair, 25% mulberry silk, 50-gram ball, 420 meters, 460 yards. 4mm Tunisian hook. That'll be why it looks like it's knitted, because it's Tunisian. 2 pom-poms, which are optional. Special stitches, Tunisian knit stitch, and that's it. Oh no, increase 1 and decrease 1. That's it. Tunisian always looks like it's knitted. Always looks like it's knitted. This, why? I think we're going back to the late 60s, early 70s with this one. The Luxe Slipover by Kath Weber. Inspired by the dreamy visuals of Sophia Coppola's work, this slipover features mohair yarn held double with beautiful hand-dyed DK yarn crocheted in a typically 70s lark foot stitch. And it's a 3 out of 4 difficulty. let's face it, it doesn't matter what you use. She might have used that. It doesn't mean that we have to. It's a guide. It's not a you must. It's not law. We use, what we feel like using. She has used La Bien Amy Merino DK, which is 100% merino wool, 115 grams, has 230 meters, 250 yards upon it. And she has used 1, 2, 3, 4 skeins of that, and some drops kid silk, which is 75% mohair, 25% silk, 250 grams, which is 210 meters, 230 yards. 1 skein, 1 colour of that, and depending on the size that you want to make, between 4 and 5 balls, and a 4.5mm hook. Special stitches, extended treble, that's it. And there is a diagram to go with it. Guessing there must be, yes, there's a chart to go with it too. 2 charts to go with it too. And it does sizes small, medium, up to 2XL to 3XL. I didn't tell you what the other one was, did I? That other cardigan will make a small to 2XL. I apologise, I was slacking. Bad, Lisa. And we're doing exactly the same again. 60s style. Lazy Daisy Waistcoat by Louise Apps. A cosy cover up for those hazy summer evenings, strolling through the meadows or lavender fields. 3 out of 4 difficulty. And she's used Debbie Bliss Cash Merino DK, which is 55% wool, 33% acrylic, 12% cashmere, 50 grams, has 110 meters or 120 yards per ball, and depending on the size that you want, either using 6 or 8 balls of that. And then she's also used Debbie Bliss Nell, which is 78% mohair, 13% wool, 9% polyamide. 50 gram balls have 100 meters or 109 yards, and she's used 3 of those. A 5mm hook and a yarn needle, of course, and no special stitches. So there's that. And there is a diagram. And it makes sizes extra small up to 3XL. What's the point? Do you know what I would love? I'll go with it. I might roll my eyes a little bit, but you're not going to see that. But granted, I might reply with an eye roll if I do actually eye roll. Please, please tell me if any of you have made these and used them yourself, because I want to know the purpose. Misty Ruffle Collar by Millie Masterson. Brighten up any outfit with this delicate collar worked in a lace weight mohair silk blend yarn. 2 out of 4 difficulty. She's used Drops Kid Silk, which is 75% mohair, 25% silk. 25 gram balls have 210 meters or 230 yards. And she's used a 3.5mm hook and no special stitches. Just please, 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 please let me know down there. Please. Please. Granny Stitch Ripple Top. This is out of the book that was mentioned before, by Claudine Powley. That's out of the Modern Crochet Granny Stitch, I think. Choose some contrasting colours and hook up this eye-catching cotton top using Granny Ripple Stitch. It has a low back with an elegant tie so it won't slip off your shoulders while you're dancing. I like that they've used a slightly larger model. I like that. Well done, Inside Crochet. So I'm going to read that out. They have used Scapier's Cotton 8, which is 100% cotton, 50 grams, 170 meters or 186 yards. And it's depending on the size that you want to make, between 1, 2, 3, 4, between 5 balls and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 balls, depending on your size. 3mm and a 3.5mm hook, scissors and a yarn needle, and no special stitches. Give us some more pictures. Go. Kind of like the back. And that can be made in an extra small up to a 4XL. Floral Headband by Victoria Caris. Uses cute headgear to accessorize any outfit, and it's a 2 out of 4 difficulty. She has used King Cole Merino Blend DK, which is 100% wool. 50 gram balls have 104 meters or 113 yards. A 4mm hook and an elastic hairband. Interesting. Why do you need the elastic hairband? There's also a scrunchie. I think this is the first scrunchie I've seen in here. I think. For the scrunchie, they use King Cole Truffle, 100% polyamide, 100 gram ball has 180 meters or 197 yards, a 6mm hook, and an elastic hairband. Why would you need an elastic hairband for a headband? Special stitches. The flower stitch. Please say that's rain. Rain. It's raining. I'm happy. I'm just trying to see where they use the hairband. To finish it, you insert the end of the headband through a hair elastic. Use the tail to sew rows 102 and the flow, front loop only I guess, of row 95 together. Insert the foundation chain end through the elastic, being careful not to twist the headband. Sew the foundation chain to the front loop only of row 7. Oh, so I guess that just acts as the elastic at the end, so that stretches over, so you've got literally the loop of the headband at the end. Okay, I think I've got it. But yeah, scrunchie and headband. We'll get there in the end. I have to seek these things out. Lazy Hazy Market Bag by Quanny Cheng. This super soft tote in warm colours will carry you through the autumn and is a perfect way to use an old canvas bag. It's a 2 out of 4 difficulty. And she's used Scapier's Mohair Rhythm. 70% mohair, 30% microfiber. 25 gram balls have 200 meters or 218 yards. And she's used 3 balls of that. And then she's used Scapier's Maxi Sweet Treat, 100% cotton, 25 grams, 140 meters, 153 yards, and used 1, 2, 3, 4 balls of that. a 1.25mm and a 2mm hook, stitch markers, a canvas bag and some sewing thread. And no special stitches. Next we have the Hexy flower blanket. I can imagine a lot of people wanting to make this. And there is a diagram with it. This is by Emma Varnum. Inspired by beautiful quilting patterns and English paper patchwork, these traditional granny flower hexagons make a pretty pastel blanket with the essence of vintage chic, and it's a 3 out of 4 difficulty. She has used Stylecraft Bellissima DK, 100% acrylic, 100 grams, 268 meters, 293 yards approximately. And 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 balls altogether of that. And then Stylecraft Bambino DK, 100% acrylic, 100-gram balls, have 268 meters, 293 yards, 1, 2, 3 balls of that, and a 3.5mm needle. Any special stitches? Yes, the puff stitch. So let's get another picture. I can't because there's only the charts. So there's that blanket. Oh, there is a close-up. There you go. Charts, charts, charts. The Rustic Ripple Wrap by Rosina Northcott. A transitional piece in lightweight mohair means you'll be cozy and warm as the nights draw in. 2 out of 4 difficulty. She has used Stylecraft Grace Aaron, 85% acrylic, 10% mohair, 5% wool, and the rain has stopped. 100-gram balls have 295 meters, 322 yards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different colours, and a 4.5mm hook. Special stitches, the foundation double crochet, and that is it. They do have a, I don't know what you call that. What's that, a chart? I've never seen one of these before, so I don't know. What would you call that, a chart, I guess, for the colouring? Oh, and it started raining again. Woo. Very, very, very light though. That, advert, advert, advert. Then we have the Sophia cushion by Kath Webber, inspired by the dreamy shades and hazy nostalgia of Sophia Coppola's films. This feminine cushion features tapestry, crochet, and a scallop trim. 2 out of 4 difficulty. She has used Kartopu Lotus in 100% acrylic. 100-gram balls have 350 meters or 383 yards. And she's used 6, 9, 12 balls, 4 colours, 4mm hook and a cushion inner. No special stitches for that. It's kind of pretty. I kind of like it. Kind of pretty. Hydrangea mats. Cute. By Sarah Jane Hicks. Faded hydrangea flower heads and vintage doilies have inspired these pretty mats, perfect for popping under a vase. 3 out of 4 difficulty. And she's used Eden Cottage Yarns Brimham 4-ply mini skeins, which are 85% merino wool, 15% nylon, and they are 20-gram balls with 80 meters or 87 yards on each. And she's used 4 different colors and a 3mm hook. There is a chart, special stitches, the treble cluster, the part treble and the part double treble. Oh, 2 charts, 2 charts, 2 charts. Then we have African Flowers Blanket, which I have to show you and then take away again. So we've got more hexagons. This is by Theodora Burrow, a hexagon throw in hazy shades of mohair and alpaca. This can be worn over the shoulders on a late summer evening or draped over the back of a chaise longue. 3 out of 4 difficulty. She has used Rowan Kid Silk Haze, 70% mohair, 30% silk. 25-gram balls have 210 meters or 230 yards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 balls altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 colours altogether of that. And then 3 balls of Rowan Alpaca Soft DK, 70% wool, 30% alpaca. 50-gram balls have 125 meters, 136 yards, and a 4.5mm hook. Special stitches, the triple treble and the popcorn. So there it is again. There is a chart. And a diagram. Dust collectors. Cosmos Flowers by Sarah Jane Hicks. Lasting long into autumn, these larger-than-life flowers will brighten any room until they're covered in dust and you get sick of them because they keep falling over and wilting and look awful. 3 out of 4 difficulty. Aren't I just a ray of sunshine? That she has used Sadar Happy Cotton DK, 100% cotton, 20 grams, 43 millimeters. 43 meters, 47 yards per ball, and she's used 4 balls, 4 different colors. 4 balls, yeah, 4 balls. No, 5 balls, that makes more sense. Sorry, I can't count. We know this already. No special stitches. I'm so glad it's raining. Just refreshes everything. There are charts. No! I wonder if a certain Ms. Moo might see this. If she doesn't, maybe might point it out to Ms. Moo. Because Hamish the Highland Cow by Emma Varnum. A countryside walk inspired this cuddly cow, complete with gorgeous fringe swept across its eyes. 3 out of 4 difficulty. She's used Starcraft Special DK, 100% acrylic, 100-gram balls have 295 meters or 322 yards. And she's used 2 balls, 2 colours of that. And she's also used Rowan Kid Silk Haze, which is 70% mohair, 30% silk. 25-gram balls have 210 meters, 230 yards. 1 ball of that, a 3.5mm hook, yarn needle, polyester stuffing, plastic safety eyes, and a tartan ribbon to finish it off. Special stitches, the loop stitch, and an increase. I do like the fuzzy, messy hair, I do. Oh, you want to see its butt? It's got a cow butt. You want to see the butt? Let's show you the butt. And then next we have the micro mushroom and acorn. Well, I've shown you how to make an acorn. Maybe not quite this cute, but still. By Steffi Glaves. Create your own characters in a fairy woodland with these sweet and tiny magical makes. 2 out of 4 difficulty. So this is in the teeny tiny book from earlier. So the mushroom was made using Gutterman hand quilting cotton, 100% cotton, 200 meters per ball, 219 yards per spool, not ball. She has used 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors and a 0.5 to a 0.6 hook and an embroidery needle. For the acorn, she has used the same, but 3 different colors, same hook. And there's the acorn. I do have a tutorial for the acorn. And then you just stick your own little face on it. Special stitches, 5 treble bobble. Let's read what a 5 treble bobble is. Now you've got to remember this is UK terms, not US terms. Yarn over hook, insert hook through the next stitch, yarn over hook, pull through, yarn over hook, pull through, 5 times into the same stitch, 6 loops on your hook. At that point you yarn over hook and pull through all loops and chain 1. When crocheting into bobble on the next round, work 1 double crochet into the bobble just before the chain 1, miss chain 1 and continue as usual. Oh, it's proper raining now. Beany's incoming. Hang on. She in? Gosh, she ran quick. Yes, my love. Did you get wet? Got a soggy moggy. Ow. Soggy moggy. So that's the acorn. Next, we have the Miss Lily jumper. Of course, she's sat on the one bit of paper that's on the bed. Weirdo. This is by Casey Ward. Spoil the little one in your life with this soft textured jumper. It's a 3 out of 4 difficulty. And she's used Hobie Friends Extra Fine Merino, which is 100% wool. 50 gram balls have 165 meters, 180 yards. And depending on the size that you want to make, either 3, 4, 5 balls or 7 balls, 3 colors, and a 3.5mm hook. Special stitches, the loop stitch and the bobble. So let's give you more pictures. There you go. And this will make 3 to 4 years up to the 9 to 10 years. That poor kid, she's got a fake ice cream. I would have given her a real one. Yeah. So it might have melted a little bit on her jumper. It's a kid. And we have the abbreviations and how to do the easy stitches. And then a little interview with designer Lee Satori. So that is it. There's a lot of patterns in. There seem to just be never-ending patterns. Very granny-fied, very hexagony, very much top stuff. But £8.99. Would you? Did anything in there stick out to you? Let me know. And if you're still here, Christmas card exchange. Do you want to exchange Christmas cards with somebody? Email me and let me know how many Christmas cards you'd like to exchange. And make sure your address is in the email. And I will make sure that Beany... Do you mind? Really? This bag? full of granny squares from you guys. Hi. You good? She's good. Okay, let's go. Do I think it's worth it? This month there's a lot in there. I wouldn't have grabbed it if I'd seen what was in there and it was just an individual one, but it's okay. There's a couple of nice little bits in there, nothing that I'd particularly make, but it is what it is. Let me know down below what you think, and I'll see you next month for another Inside Crochet review.